Good morning. I'm honored to be here among this distinguished group of women. I'd like to start by thanking Mass High Tech, not only for this wonderful event, but for emphasizing the significance of women in technology. I'd also like to thank my husband, my family, and my colleagues for taking the time to join me this morning. I know some of you traveled quite a distance to be here. When Mass High Tech approached me about being in this year's group of honorees, I took some time to reflect on my career course. You see, had you asked me 25 or so years ago what I'd be doing today, I would tell you that I was going to be a ballerina. However, after several attempts of dragging my mom to ballet classes and my refusal to actually dance in the class was what got in the way of my career aspirations back then, so went a series of experiments in the what am I going to do when I grow up phase of my life. And I have to say I pursued various and diverse interests with that. But my parents, my teachers, and my family, they all encouraged this type of discovery. And gender was never really an issue. Although I performed higher in math and science growing up, I didn't hear that statement that I'm sure many of you heard, that boys typically do better in math and science than girls. Never crossed my mind that I was an outlier. And it wasn't until I sat down in my first college computer science class that I actually visually saw the difference between the number of men and women in the room. But by then, my mind was pretty much set on where I wanted to be. No matter where I looked for my next interest, it seemed I found my passion right at home anyway. You see, growing up in my household, my brother, also in the technology industry, and I were family tech support from an early age until now, unfortunately. And if we didn't learn how to set up, wire, and configure our home technology, we just wouldn't have any. So I have to wonder if this was all part of our parents' master plan for us. It's no surprise to them when I decided that I wanted to make software to help improve people's lives. And even today, in my current role managing IBM's social software products, I find some of those same growing up lessons apply. I've had great mentors, like 2009 Woman to Watch Ronnie Maffa, and they've encouraged me to expand my thinking to the possibilities of what I can achieve. I've learned the importance of building strong teams from people like my manager. And from our engineering leaders, I've learned that being plain, transparent, and open is critical to a project's success. At IBM, I've learned that some risks are worth taking, like being at the forefront of developing social software for businesses, helping organizations, both small and large, accomplish more with the knowledge and the people that they have. But it's also important to give back as well, as we've heard several times this morning. And I found great pleasure in mentoring rising stars, hoping to help ignite the spark that will drive their next success. So as I embark on my next journey, which includes shipping the currently under development Livingston 2.0 twins in June, I hope to pass along these lessons and open their mind to a path of discovery. Thank you very much for your time today. Thank you for honoring me and all the other honorees. Enjoy the rest of the event.